Hello. I didn't even realize we were live. How's it going, everyone? I should have fixed the problem where our screen was turning green. That should no longer be an issue for us. For those who have been following the stream, you know that occasionally it has been turning green. So I want to send a link to people here so they know that we're live. We are live. If it's gonna work for me. Copy. All right. About ready to roll now. There's the general chat. Trying to post this on Discord so everyone can join us. Oh, Discord. User shadow server, admin rants, media, stream react suggestions, music, no more stuff. Theories, coronavirus rules. Where's the general chat? It's so annoying. I hate Discord. I'll just post it in the stream. Oh shoot, I let that restart. Come on. How do you skip this shit? Skip movie? Z. Okay. It's Z. That's not Z. Why ain't it working? I'm trying to skip the movie. Hey man, hey Ware Pilgrim, hey Jacob, how's it going? Hey FRR Dan, thanks for joining us. Hope y'all are ready for a sick stream. It's gonna be fun once I get past this intro video. So I don't know if you guys heard me earlier, but I patched the game. So this game has really amazing full motion video cutscenes. So like cutscenes just with like really good graphics, you know, like basically MP4 videos. Oh shoot. And earlier they were turning green. This whole screen would turn green every time I tried to play a cutscene. So I patched it. I patched the launcher in the game. I'm not really good at technical stuff and computers, but hopefully that does the trick. If not, I don't really know what to do. Sorry, my girlfriend just texted me the most hilarious story. One of the funniest stories I've ever heard, but I can't say it on stream. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't throw people under the bus. And if I tell you all this story on stream, it'll throw people under the bus, but that is so funny. How's everyone doing? What have y'all been playing lately as far as gaming? Shoot. Gotta switch my little Uzi Vert lamp to blue for Final Fantasy. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 12. Just been doing a lot of homework and wrestling all the time, and sometimes I just want to play video games without streaming, so sometimes I don't have the energy. But hey Papa Squats, how's it going? I talked to the other Discord moderators about you becoming a Discord mod, by the way. Usually I've been playing Modern Warfare 2, but too much homework recently. Dude, I feel that. Like the first thing I wanted to do this morning was stream Final Fantasy X. because I know we haven't done one in 4 or 5 days and I want to remain consistent. But freaking homework just got in the way, man. I ended up doing homework for the last 4 or 5 hours. Probably less than that because I was taking breaks to message Carlos and stuff, but off and on for like 4 hours. Freaking, it's a lot. It's a lot. But and then like sometimes I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna do a Final Fantasy X stream, and I finish my homework, and by the time I'm finished, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm too tired to stream. I'm just gonna play Final Fantasy 12. Then I play Final Fantasy 12 for like 2 minutes, and then I'm tired. Maybe speed it up again, F1. Okay, cool. We won't speed it up right now, but these guys sell us weapons. Let's see what we got here. I wish there was a way to compare the weapons to what you already have equipped. Is there a way to do that? Let's see here. Let's look at the controls. Examine or confirm. Change character. Scroll back up. Display character window. Select character. Control battle screen. Pause. Display turbo. Supercharge. What does that do? I don't really see anything that would help us here. You know what I mean? Like, I wish there was a way to see what these look like in comparison to what we currently have equipped. I have a lot of gil. Let's just take a look at it quick. We are playing an RPG, by the way, or after all, so people don't like that I'm editing my characters. You might be watching the wrong Let's Play. Because that's what RPGs is all about. That's how you get dopamine. Move here. A dead end. What the hell? You get a dead end on the sphere grid. A waste of levels. Didn't even know they had dead ends. All right, now we have the extract mana ability. That's cool. All right, let's see what everyone. Oh, one more level to level up here. Now let's see what we have equipped. Stalin, got the Seeker Shield. Mari, Red Armlet, Bangle, Bracer, Seeker's Ring, Seeker's Arm Guard. All right, looks like we have everything that they were selling at that store. See what this store's got. Buy a few potions. Buy a few Phoenix Downs. Buy a couple antidotes. Eye drops. Echo screens. Go ahead and save one more time just because I tweak. Save a million times per game. I've always wondered what the yeet thing would do. What yeet thing? Oh, dope about the mod thing. I saw some dude with Nick Fuentes in their Discord profile on the server. Good lord. How do people like that even find our server? Like, how is that even happening? Making some TikToks that highlight some of the best parts of speeches by the GOAT Michael Parenti, and they've been popping off on TikTok. Nice, Jacob. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Good job, my guy. Some people like post like edits on TikTok, like that guy Kazakh Marxist. Sorry, I wanted to look up or make sure I'm following Jacob with our new TikTok account. Like Kazakh Marxist just does these cool edits of Marxist leaders, and they pop off. They're just like corny edits of like, Xi Jinping like walking or something with cool music in the background, and They get like millions of views sometimes. All right, I got you, Jacob. No bio, so nothing to read here. You got to get a TikTok bio. I'll check out those Parenti videos after. But like, you can do a lot of education just by sharing Parenti. Like that yellow Parenti guy, he's pretty great. Everyone will soon forget about the fiends attacking and occupy themselves with blitzball. Sounds about right. Everyone forgets about politics and just watches sports. I swear. Who knows when we'll make it back to Kilika? They say. Ready for a chill stream today. I'm glad. This is going to be the chillest of all streams. Not the chillest, but like I'm somewhat high energy, but it's still going to be quite chill. All Final Fantasy games are chill. What was I going to say? I had something else I was going to say, but now I don't remember. Dude, people were mad at Noah and a little bit me for our recent video about Hassan Piker, but I actually think like the criticism is pretty fair. Like, Noah had just gotten off of work and he was being pretty harsh on Hassan and like not acknowledging like the good side of Hassan and the amount of people who have found Midwestern Marx by first finding Hassan. And like Hassan gets so much hate from reactionaries that's just like absurd, you know. So in some ways there's no need for us to pile on. I mean, you can definitely criticize him for the dumb stuff he's done, but Noah was just kind of dismissing him as a stupid rich kid. I didn't push back as much as I should have, even though I did a video a while back saying like I've changed my tune on Hassan. I think Hassan is basically a gateway into Marxism, Marxism-Leninism.
You think he's gonna stay here?
So here we go.
Sir Oren knows him apparently.
I gotta turn this up. That is not loud enough at all. Special feature. Oh yeah.
You were right. He did meet someone he knew.
Turn it up even a little more than that, I think.
Do you think he'll find a way back to Xanarkand?
In any case,
Fernando.
I'll miss having him around.
He's still in town, isn't he? I think I'll go see him. Oh!
Whoa!
Sir Oren!
This is awkward.
Sir.
I wish to become your guardian. Do you accept?
Straight out with it,
You
huh?
serious?
You refuse.
No. We accept, right everyone?
Of course, no problem at all.
But why?
I promised Braska.
You promised? My father?
Oren is one of the sickest characters in Final
Thank
Fantasy.
you, Sir
history.
Oren. You're welcome to join us.
You know him if you play Kingdom Hearts 2 as well.
And he comes too.
Titus is in Kingdom Hearts 1,
Hi,
by the way.
guys.
Stalin.
Howdy.
This one I promised Jecht.
Is Sir Jecht alive?
Can't say. Haven't seen him in 10 years.
I see.
You'll meet eventually.
Yes, I'm looking
Titus has a
forward to it.
fanny pack, I think. I've said that before.
What's our itinerary? Where are we headed?
That's right.
Hey, come with me.
I gotta put on my fanny pack so I can be a Final Fantasy character. Kazakh Marxist is great. Some of their stuff are misses, but for the most part, pretty good. I haven't even actually seen anything that they post that's a miss. Usually, it's just pretty good. Noah was going in a lot. LOL. Felt a little harsh. Yeah, it was just a little harsh for like a criticism of another socialist. You know, and
Remember,
Hassan talks
you're
about
suffering.
dialectical materialism, just like not as much as we think he probably should. But but then again, that's why he has such a giant audience, you know. And yeah, that's where I'll leave it.
Remember, you're suffering from...
Masan was in the Deprogram podcast too, so I think he's definitely redeemable, right?
doing
Yeah, and he
so
just
anyway.
recently did that. So some people were like,
Since toxin sure is taking its time wearing off.
I actually met him in
Anyway,
Canada.
I knew you'd find.
You're a real guardian now.
So he had just gone on the Deprogram podcast with JT and Hakeem and Ugopnik, who we've talked to.
Hey, watch.
I don't know. It wasn't the time to come after him for sure.
Yeah.
Especially about the 9/11 thing that happened, like what?
Hey,
4 years ago
you
now?
got pretty
He
good.
said America deserved 9/11. Watch, someone's
You
going to
sound
clip
sad.
that and say, look what Eddie Liger said.
Yeah, maybe.
America
One
deserved
screen.
9/11.
I really don't think that's going to help this time.
You know what? It's embarrassing to say this myself, but summoners and their guardians are kind of like Spira's ray of light. A lot of people in Spira depend on us. I learned to practice smiling when I'm feeling sad, you know.
Mike is really quiet in comparison to the game sound. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Let me just check my mic settings here. I probably just need to turn the game sound because I just turned it up for that cutscene. Probably just need to turn her. Oh no, what the hell's going on? There we go. Turn it down a bit.
I know it's hard.
Yeah. I understand.
Just found out I can squish Eddie. This
Thank
changes everything.
Right. Now let's see what you can do.
I didn't know you could do that either. That's hilarious.
Come on.
It does change everything.
This is weird.
Next, try laughing out loud.
Oh, here it comes.
What?
Here it comes.
Come on,
The
show
famous
me.
scene. Mhm.
You probably shouldn't laugh anymore.
See, it's actually a good scene. People just take it out of context and make it seem like that's actually how he laughs. It's a good
funny.
scene. They're
It
saying
was
make
your
yourself
idea.
smile and laugh in hard times. I've literally heard that as advice for wrestling before. Like,
thank
make
you.
yourself smile when you're tired. It'll
I
change
want
how
my
you
journey
think.
to be full of laughter.
I like that scene.
Okay.
If we should get separated,
Let's
Just
go with the
whistle.
ultimate meme. It is. It's like the biggest Final
I'll come
Fantasy
running.
meme ever.
I promise.
Gosh, they're so in love. These stories are so good for video games, dude. It's out of
Well.
control.
Let's go.
And this isn't even my favorite story in a Final Fantasy game. Probably number 9, number 6, and number 12 are.
What are you looking
And
at?
7.
We were just worried you guys might have gone crazy.
The characters
Sorry.
in this one are top
Well
tier,
then.
though.
All right. Now, we will go to the temple at Jose.
Jose.
And Guardians, don't forget to smile.
Don't forget to smile, Guardians. I still don't like Hassan's views on sex work, though. No, they're terrible. They're actually terrible. That would be something to criticize him over. Hassan is a good gateway, agreed. And no problem for the follow, Jacob. Of course I'll follow you. You're the man. Hassan is a really good gateway to actual Marxist-Leninist theory, and he's certainly better when compared to Vaush. He doesn't spend enough time doing actual class analysis on most issues. Yeah, I agree 100%, Jacob. I want to say also, Jacob, like I know you've been reading a lot lately, and great job. Oh, he doesn't spare avid blissful players talk to scout them. Oh, cool. And you can play Blitzball at the save spheres now, so it's like a mini game. We'll do some of that later. We'll probably like get the ultimate weapons and do fun stuff like that at some point. But Jacob, your like theoretical development has been really impressive, and like not only that, but like reading theory helps like your English reading and writing skills, like your language art skills too, just because you're reading something. And I've noticed like your writing is more, it's better. It's gotten better with time. You've gotten better at articulating your ideas and, you know, saying stuff, writing, you know, stuff. So yeah, it's really paying off for you. Good job. Proud of you, man.
8 centuries ago.
Let's go. The ultimate meme. Your mic is quiet compared to the game sound still.
In just a few short years.
It's still quiet? How quiet is it? Turn this way down. We'll turn these down some too. I think I might have been playing earlier without streaming and I turned everything back up. Let me know how it is now.
Grew throughout Spira.
Nothing beat classic nostalgic cringe.
And accused them of rebellion. So Lord Meehan walked along this very road to go face their charges and refute
Stalin
them.
falls in love? Yes.
He succeeded in winning the Maester's trust, and his legion became an arm of the Yevon clergy.
Getting a little history lesson here.
Yevon gave them the name Crusaders, which they have kept ever since. And the rest is history.
I don't know what the Crusaders are supposed to represent politically or whatever. Let's speed this up. That one looks slow. Oh, this must be the kind of thing Oren can take out. Boom. Look at all that damage. So Oren is like a tank. He's really strong, has a lot of defense, has a lot of HP. You use him on the slower enemies with a lot of defense. So it goes to show that Marxism improves every aspect of people's lives. It does. You're right, Jacob. It's kind of crazy because it's philosophy, right? Like, and everybody in their own way is a philosopher. You know, like everybody needs to come up with a philosophy for life, how they go about doing things, how they motivate themselves, all those things. So, and reading philosophy helps you do that better and think about, you know, what you're doing. And oh shoot, I should have switched out Yuna for Oren, huh? Like with wrestling, Marxism has really helped me with my approach to how I look at things, and you know, I just look at things from a materialist perspective now, rather than letting weird dogmas cloud my strategy. It's hard to explain, but like, you know, I used to think like ridiculous stuff, because when you're about to compete, when you're about to go out there, you get so nervous. Your brain starts to tell you stuff that's just absurd. Like, I hope my opponent doesn't show up, or, you know, you'll think of something you did a year ago and you'll be like, oh, I don't deserve to win this match. I drank a beer a year ago. Or, you know, my karma's not very good, or weird stuff like that. Can you use magic to heal here? Yes. And now that I'm a materialist, I just approach it like, I got to go out there and do the wrestling moves that I practice, and I got to work hard outside of wrestling so that my moves are improving, and I'm improving physically, getting physically stronger, and just makes everything more simple.
Most ancient.
A city most ancient.
A terrible
testament to sin's power. I tremble every time I see
them. Compared to sin, humans are mere.
How's the audio now? Can you all hear me better?
But I believe humans are the only ones
Orin, is it
capable
tanky?
of
Nice.
defeating sin.
Yes, that's what I meant by
A
tanky.
good reply. I am relieved to hear you say that, milady Summoner.
Oh?
Where
is good.
are my
Cool.
manners? I am matron.
Where are my
a
manners?
scholar
I'll answer the
at
questions
your
in the
service,
chat
milady.
as soon as this
I am
cutscene's
on
over.
a journey, studying the
I am on a
history of
journey
our
studying the
world,
history of our
Spira,
world, Spira,
seeking
seeking its stories and
and
secrets.
My travels,
My travels have taken me to many places, and I am troubled by what I have seen.
Fragile smiles on people's faces, crumbling at the mere mention of sin. They are counting on you, milady.
Give them a reason to rejoice once more. The people must resist and rise
I will.
up against capitalism, I mean sin. If you haven't played a Final Fantasy game before, where is the best place to start? Just so you know, whatever the game you play first is, it's going to be your favorite, probably. For a lot of people, just because if you're not used to the world building in these games, the first time you play them, it's like, whoa, this is awesome. It's like the video game version of Lord of the Rings. I would say start with 6 or 7, because 6 is considered like the overall best game, and it is for sure. That counteracts Blizzard. That might have been the wrong thing to do. Because 6 is just great, and it's been updated. It has better graphics now and everything, with the updated versions. And then 7 is Seven's the first game. Oops, I hit the wrong. I just gave that thing health. 7 was a lot of Americans' first game, and 7 is amazing. Like, if you're not used to RPGs at all, I would play 7, I guess. It's one of the greatest RPGs of all time, and it's a great introduction to the world of Final Fantasy, and it's just like an incredible game that I feel like everybody, I don't know that everybody would like to play 6 just because it's so old, but I feel like almost anybody would like Final Fantasy 7. I need more spheres. Final Fantasy 10 is a good one to start with. This is a good one to start with too. It's simple. Actually, number 9 is a good one to start with, especially if you have a Switch. I've been playing 9 on my Switch. I'm planning on doing a walkthrough of that at some point. Final Fantasy 9 was like the last one they made for the PS1, and they wanted to make it like
Lady
a
Summoner,
throwback.
I presume.
I'll continue
Yes.
after this.
I am Yuna.
I am you now.
I am Lucille, captain of the Jose Chocobo Knights.
And I'm Alma. We've been charged to guard the high road.
There have been reports of a large fiend appearing in this area with a taste for chocobos.
Oh,
Do
it's
take
eating
care, Summoner
chocobos.
Yuna, if you are to rent any chocobos.
Thank you. We will be careful.
We will not let them eat our
Good.
chocobos. Thank
We
you.
should get back to our rounds. Farewell.
Our prayers are with you.
If you haven't,
A large fiend.
So 9, a large fiend, huh?
Let's go get
Let's
him.
get him. Oh, got to save the
Why?
people. Stalin wants to.
It's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do.
Ha ha ha! The right thing to do.
What'd I say now?
Jecht said that a lot too.
Oh, just like his dad,
And every time he said it,
Stalin
it
Senior.
meant trouble for Braska and me.
So 9 was like a throwback, and it was like them trying to do a game similar to like Final Fantasy 1 and 2, the early games, but with great graphics, and the story is amazing. The story is so good in that game. So you could start with 9. Don't start with 12. 12 is my favorite, but don't start with that one. Oops, I should have hit the other one. Because that one's different than all the others, like a lot different. Whereas the other ones I mentioned are pretty similar. No need to start with 1. Like, you can play 1 if you want, but it's more of a historical relic at this point than it is like a fun game to play. Even though it's been remastered. I mean, you can if you want, if you're someone who like needs to play everything, you know, or like read everything in a certain series. Oh, where to next? Let's go here. Let's get this. Need more spheres, don't I? Usually you don't run out of those. Or later in the game. I understand that Haas thinks gaming is an addiction. Gaming addiction is a problem. It is, for sure. And a propaganda tool, for sure. And it's likely a meme when he says holy men will come smash all our consoles. Probably is a meme, but how do you argue no fun for the proles? Yeah, and like, you know, I've been gone back and forth on this. Like, maybe games are bad. Summoner party. But like, these games are like
You
art,
too,
dude.
are a summoner?
Like, maybe
name's
like
Belgian.
Clash of Clans
You
is
are?
bad.
My name is you.
Because you're just like, it makes you just check your phone. It makes you addicted to your phone all the time.
I've heard much of you.
But these games are
But you are
stories.
still fresh on the road.
They're like, it's
Are
like
you not?
playing through a book.
Yes, I am.
I might have a few.
So I don't know
things
how
to
you can
teach
argue against art. Like,
Let us see which are
the Final
stronger.
Fantasy games are freaking
My
art, dude.
aeons or yours. A
And the way they
match.
try and use every
Not
console
to death,
to,
of course. What do you say?
and all the, you know, better graphics and stuff like that. Like, the way they push the limits of every console is amazing, and there's art to that too. It's just the
I'll do my
development
best.
of production and the development of technology,
Before we begin,
and how that affects art.
your aeons have been
Dialectical
healed.
materialism
You
has
can fight
reframed the
with
way I
your
see the
full
world.
strength.
Definitely,
Come.
same in every aspect, even outside of just Marxism. Don't forget, FF6 is known as FF3 in North America. True, because Final Fantasies 2 and 3, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No, I can't remember which ones it was, but 3 of them weren't released in America, so they released number 6 as number 3 in America. It's kind of silly. Summoner off. Summon battle. He called it fingers clicking buttons and changing colors on a screen. But yeah, how is that literally? That's how all artists form. Yeah, like what? That's really stupid, dude. Sometimes Haas says stuff and I'm like, what are you saying? Like, it's, you know, a movie is just a bunch of pixels changing colors on the screen. You know, a book is just a bunch of ink that somebody scribbled onto a paper. Like, yeah, you could say that about any art form. Doesn't make any sense. I bet you water is the best thing to hit this guy with. The Aeon attributes rise with those of its summoner, thus the Ifrit, one summoner calls may be different from the one called by another summoner. Because the Ifrit's strength and HP are both high, will win in a straight fight. Try fighting using your Aeon shield and boost command. Shield stop your Aeon's overdrive gauge, but reduce the amount of damage it receives. Boost accelerates the overdrive gauge, but increases the amount of damage. Oh, shield is the best when you expect the enemy to hit your Aeon with a powerful attack. Ifrit alternates between attack and meteor strike. A meteor strike is coming up next, so defend with shield. Okay. Defend. I think games are an art form. Absolutely. Clash of Clans, LOL. Dude, Clash is great. Kidding. Clash is just to get you addicted to your phone. 3, 4, and 5. Thanks, Jacob. Yes. Those are the ones that weren't released in America. Keep hitting him with water. I think that's the move. Oh, shoot. I should have defended. Well. Now we can hit him with the energy ray. The addictive parts can usually be removed from a game like pack openings and other gambling aspects. Yeah, and, you know, I think I did my breakdown of the gaming industry, right? And the microtransactions and stuff. like, that's all ways that capitalism has distorted the art form of gaming. Right? Like I can't hear this lady. I wonder if it's possible to even win that.
You need more training.
More
But
training.
you did. You show with more training.
Thank you, but I think you might defeat sin before
Or should I say, I was not able to.
Oh, she fought
You
sin?
mean
Farewell, Yuna.
We'll meet again.
We'll meet again.
What the heck was I talking about? Yeah, like microtransactions and those things are like capitalism affecting the art form of gaming and making it worse, making it aimed at profit, the production of surplus value and exchange value, rather than the production of use values, rather than just the production of whatever, constitutes the best game. And it's crazy how popular those like pack openings are in FIFA and stuff. Like, isn't that mainly what KSI does? Like, just does like pack openings, or that's what he used to do, right? That's wild. It's just like gambling. I've never gotten into that really. I mean, maybe when I was a kid a little bit, but like playing iPhone games, but I need to wait here. I just wait on the sphere grid a little bit till I have the spheres that I need. Eddie, you've been beating my typing. Sorry. Movies are colors changing on a screen. Yeah, we had the same idea there. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to steal your thunder. Speaking of thunder, let's hit these guys with Thundara. Boink. Did anyone else play the Kingdom Hearts games before they played Final Fantasy? That was me. And then when I played Final Fantasy, I was like, oh, it's all the characters that I love. Like, there's Cloud. There's a difference between cookie clicker gambling, junkie nonsense, and COD gets all the funds for propaganda, but so many creators use it as a medium to tell meaningful stories. Yeah, like the Final Fantasy games. And Final Fantasy 12 has so much like socialist, anti-imperialist messaging in it. Commentary about religion. Anything that a good piece of art has, that it mimics reality or comments on reality.
Callie. Nice to
I'll
meet
continue
you,
after this
Callie.
cutscene.
Lady Yuna, are you going to bring us the calm?
You bet. We're going to bring socialism to
Very soon.
Spira.
Yay!
We're looking forward to another calm, my lady.
Is her name Callie? Is that
I'll do my
Kala
best.
Winchell, the Midwestern Marx editor?
And good luck to your guardians as well.
Boobies. My cursor was right on her boobs.
What's the calm?
The calm is a time of peace. It comes after a summoner
Yeah,
defeats
there's-
sin and lasts until sin reappears.
Huh?
Sin
Write
dies
down
and
what I
is
want to
reborn.
talk about.
I get it. I thought it was weird. Yuna's dad defeated Sin 10 years ago, right? But Sin's still here. Didn't make much sense till now. Wait, if it just comes back...
Don't say it isn't worth it. Because it is.
Even for a little while, people can sleep in their beds without being afraid. That kind of time is worth anything.
We got to defeat
Don't
sin
say
for
it isn't
good. I
worth
don't
it.
want him to come back.
Your words that day, Yuna, I remember them well.
There's a difference between cookie clickers and COD. Yeah, like COD is straight up like produced by the State Department, dude. Like, it's nothing but bourgeois propaganda. Boink. So I get I hate games like that. And like, if you watch that, like a bunch of my wrestling buddies and roommates would play COD in college, and I was like, it like disgusted me because they would sit there like mouth agape, like, and it's just the same thing over again. Shoot, 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 shoot. And the story is literally being crafted by the U.S. military. It's imperialist propaganda. So they're sitting mouth agape, just wasting their lives playing this military-industrial complex garbage. So I definitely get the critique of gaming, but I still love, good games with a good story like this. And games are definitely an art form, but I think games like Scarface, The World Is Yours would be considered art. Or I don't think. I haven't even seen that game, Jacob, but I'm sure. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of games that shouldn't be considered like art, that are just garbage. But same with movies. Like Wolfenstein: The New Order made me cry when the Nazis killed a whole mental institution and the doctors running it. Wow. And then the daughter has to tell her Jewish grandparents their kids are dead. Wow. Yeah. There's stuff like that. The Red Dead Redemption 2 game, there's like compilations of people crying at the ending. And it's like, you can't say that, like Roger Ebert, before he passed away, said that video games will never be art. Like, you can't say they're not art just because you don't like them and because you like movies more, when they literally make people cry, right? They elicit like such intense emotions that people will cry over the stories in the game. You're going to say they're not art at all? Like, come on. You're just being ridiculous at that point. Let's switch this out first. Let's go Stalin. Actually, let's go Kimari. Item. Phoenix down. Waka. Waka. I haven't played Wolfenstein: The New Order. That sounds interesting. I mean, I know it's a World War II game or whatever. Seed cannon. Dang, how does this thing have so much health? What the hell? I used to edit stuff when I was really into watching them, but I'd never spend more than $20. I had friends who would spend thousands of dollars on games. Are you serious? Like Clash of Clans? Holy crap. That's way too much money to spend on Clash of Clans. Way too much money. I mean, to each their own, but that is wild to me. Almost got rid of this guy. Wink. Oh, should we switch out Kimari? No. Let's finish this guy off. Mainly League of Legends and FIFA. Oh, gotcha. I see how people would spend. I've spent money on League, probably like $100 on League when I was into it. Like, it is good at sucking your money. That's what I'll say. Because you can get skins and you can get stuff to make you slightly better at the game itself. Yeah, it just helps your progression. I've only played COD multiplayer, but I only use swords, LOL. That's funny. Or like bazookas, that's what I always do. Give me a bazooka if you're gonna make me play this stupid game. Art is almost entirely subjective. Wolfenstein is a great series. I spend way too much money on League of Legends in high school. Yeah, same. That's when I did it in high school. And then I went to college and thought I would still play. No. Not when I, was hanging out with my friends every day and doing stuff other than sitting in my room. Remember COD Black Ops 1? They project Operation Paperclip as something that was done by the Soviets. That's hilarious. And of course, when I found out the truth, I was more than pissed by the blatant lie just to make the U.S. look good. Yeah, that's absurd. I mean, especially when it's so I heard a lady on the Joe Rogan podcast the other day talking about how this terrible Nazi scientist just got a job at NASA and was never charged for his insane war crimes. So the way the U.S. just filtered Nazis into the U.S. government is insane. I think that's Operation Paperclip. And then to blame the Soviets on it, to just be like, nope, that was them. I've heard people in wrestling say that too. The reason Russia is so good at wrestling is because they, stole from the Nazi scientists. Okay, then why isn't the U.S. as good as Russia? because we filtered Nazi scientists into our government, into our government institutions. So by your own logic, we should be the greatest wrestling team ever. Goofies. Get Stalin in there. Yuna. And then heal everyone quick. One of the cool things about Dragon Quest VIII is there's a button that says heal all. And you can just hit it and you'll automatically cast healing spells on everyone until they're full health. I like that. I wish that was a thing in this game. Marxism. Holy cow, why do we have 55 people in here now? How the heck did that happen? Welcome, everybody. What the heck is up? I've never had even close to this many people in a gaming stream. All right, this is cool. Did we get raided? What up? Eddie, you should get on the Deprogram podcast. Working on it. I reached out to Hakeem yesterday, actually. Wolfenstein games are awesome. It's an alternative history where the Yazidis win and the world is theirs. You play as a Jewish American soldier in revolutionary dissidence against their fascist rule. That sounds freaking awesome, doesn't it? Oh, here we go. This is going to be hard. I got to nail it. The Soviets took some Nazi scientists, but the U.S. integrated Nazi scientists, right? And they took some Nazi science too. Like they took some of the things that the Nazis had discovered, you know, using their terrible experiments, and they're willing to experiment on humans in awful ways, obviously. So it's not like the Soviets didn't learn from that and adopt that science, but they weren't filtered into positions of power in the Soviet government the same way that the U.S. did. I should have brought in Lulu. Oh well, we still won. I love Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy X. Nice. What's up? Final Fantasy X is like Marxism. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. I don't know how, but yes. Do you know these guys? Unalek Kenya? I don't. Hi, comrade. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Blueberry Onions. Zachap raid. Oh, sweet. Thank you, Zachap. Who's Zachap? I don't know who they are, but thank you for the raid. I hope you all enjoy Final Fantasy X and Marxism, because that is what we do here. We do streams where I'm not playing Final Fantasy. We do news and politics and theory streams where I'm just hanging out. Or, I mean, not just hanging out, but where I have a plan and stuff to talk about. Dang it. But then we also do these more casual, chilled out streams. And you can, if you like, I guess we got rated on Twitch probably, so y'all probably use Twitch. Gosh dang it. But we also have the YouTube, Eddie Ligersmith Gaming. But glad that y'all are with us. I hope some of y'all will follow, like, and subscribe, and share. All right, I'm going to stop healing Titus if he's just going to freaking die every time. All right, what do we got to hit this guy with? What are we going to hit him with? Let's hit him with fire, I guess. All right, I'm going to get it this time. Dang it! So close. Fun fact, Werner von Braun headed our space program, and on his deathbed told his assistant, Dr. Carol Rosen, that the U.S. should fake an alien invasion once it ran out of Soviet and Third World enemies. Wow, that is an interesting fact. Not surprised. I'm sure it is true, but interesting piece of history. Same with Japanese scientists regarding biological weapons studies. Interesting. Did not know that. I don't know anything about Japan. All my knowledge about Japan comes from anime. That's not true, but kind of true. Actually, I took a Japanese history class in college. I didn't pay attention like I should have, though. All right, let's go to the sphere grid, shall we? Let's go throw some spheres around. Move over there. Use power sphere. Power sphere. And to use here. Move. Okay, that's enough for Orin. Her up there. Stalin. This is Joseph Stalin, by the way, the main character of Final Fantasy X. Yeah, I don't know if y'all knew this, but Square Enix, the designers of the game, are in fact hardcore communists. Just kidding. I wish. That'd be cool. Sometimes it seems like it, doesn't it? There's so much socialist messaging in these games. Most of their messaging is about religion, but there's definitely like talk of class struggle in pretty much all the Final Fantasy games. Use that yet? I can. Ability sphere. I learned to focus. All right. I just need to learn that in real life now. This time, power sphere. Got here. Go backwards now. I have to backtrack. Oh, it's not that bad. All right, we made it, or we did it. We leveled up a bunch. Should be even stronger now. This is at 2x speed, by the way. Press the Twitch like button and the bell. Sweet, yes, please do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Share the stream with your grandmother if she really likes Final Fantasy X. My grandma loves Final Fantasy X, plays it all the time. Just kidding. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I need Waka still. Attack this guy. Wink. Waka's attacks hurt the flying enemies the most. These elementals are the most easily taken out by Lulu. Black magic thunder. I am late. Since we're talking about Yahtzee scientists, how about the Japanese Unit 731? They experimented with all kinds of awful stuff and tested gas on the Chinese. That's terrible. None of them were punished because the U.S. wanted to integrate them. Wow. Someone was just bringing that up. Someone said it was the same thing in Japan, and I didn't know, but I didn't know the history. But that must be the history, what you just said, which is wild. They were testing stuff and never got punished because the U.S. wanted to integrate them. That's so wild. Just like the freaking Yahtzees. Just like people who, should have been tried. But there are a lot of people, war criminals who should have been tried. As Chomsky said, if the Nuremberg trials were upheld, every post-World War II American president would be hanged. One of Chomsky's most based quotes and one of his most edgy quotes, for sure. I didn't even know Chomsky could be so edgy. Who knew an anarchist could be so edgy? Thunder's the best thing to hit Blizzard with, right? Am I wrong about that? Am I messing that up? Let's try fire. Oh, no. Fire is the best thing to hit Blizzard with. I'm stupid. It's thunder and water, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I get confused about the elements in this game because it's different than Pokemon. Every game just needs to copy Pokemon when it comes to elements. I always feel bad about not paying attention to certain classes now that I'm older. Yeah, you look back and you're like, oh, I wish I would have tried to learn from that class, but they just teach you facts in isolation. They don't teach you philosophy in school, right? They don't teach you dialectical materialism and how to see history as a history of class struggle. They're just teaching you facts, like a big list of facts for memorization. I think if they taught every kid philosophy, there would be more interest in school, to be honest with you. But overall, Unit 731 was brutal. Sounds like it. Soviets prosecuted Nazi war criminals while the U.S. provided sanctuary to Nazi war criminals. There you go. Really well summarizes the two countries. Oh, here we go. Cutscene time.
You guys were great.
It was close, Waka.
It was close. We lost the game.
Hey, stop loafing around.
The Lady Summoner and her guardians.
This mission requires our full attention.
No time to
no
waste.
time to waste. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Get it.
Apologies, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Carry on.
That's how they salute.
See, keep your head down, say sir a lot, and you'll do fine.
Right, sir.
Hey, Una. Even though Yevon rejected us, we still believe in you. That won't ever change.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I don't
Sir
care what
Loser.
Yevon says.
Sir Gata. But, you know, it's not too late.
We should be going, sir.
Let's roll out. Peace out, Crusaders. Go be weird somewhere else. It's the same with East and West Germany. The West allowed and promoted post-war Nazis, while the East persecuted them. Guess which one is compared to fascism? That's what's so disgusting about the myth that, you know, of totalitarianism, that communism and fascism are equal evils. It's because the freaking communists played the biggest role in defeating fascism. I'm gonna do a summon here. Right, like the communists fought fascism every step of the way in every single country that went fascist, and in the war itself, where the Soviet Union took the brunt of the casualties and the damage. And then they're like, yep, it's the same thing. The Soviets who beat the Nazis are the same thing as the Nazis. And the West, who filtered Nazis into their government because it was convenient and could help them create profits and dominate the entire globe, they're never compared to the Nazis. You know, the U.S. praise themselves, pat themselves on the back like we're the heroes. Like we won World War II and they couldn't have done it without us. When the biggest thing we did, I mean, the U.S. was helpful, and shout out to the troops who fought, but the biggest thing the U.S. did in World War II was drop 2 nukes on Japan. And that was just a threat to the Soviet Union. Japan was already going to surrender by that point. And we were just like, hey, Soviet Union, don't mess with us. We're literally willing to nuke civilian cities of countries we don't like. So, killed tons of people. Oops, I accidentally hit it with the cactus. And one of the things people don't know is there were actually a lot of Korean migrant laborers at the time in it was either Hiroshima or Nagasaki, but thousands of Koreans were killed too, right before the U.S. would invade North Korea and kill 20% of their population. So if you wonder why and then the U.S. calls Korea fascist and says, you know, those North Koreans are crazy. They don't like the U.S. They're always talking about how they're at war with the U.S. Like, we killed 20% of their population and put them under the most stringent sanctions that have ever been seen in human history, other than the embargo on Cuba. And like, we are starving their people after we killed 20% of them, still to this day. And they're the crazy ones. They're the violent ones. They're the ones who are insane for not loving the U.S. Like, it's so arrogant. But that's capitalist imperialism. It makes a mockery out of our country. It truly, truly does. Any country that allows capital to accumulate and capitalism to keep going is going to become a joke of a country. It's bound to happen. Where your leaders are charlatans. People like Hillary Clinton. Hillary's hot, though. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say, like, the most ridiculous thing I could think to say. Hillary is bussin'. Bill is bussin'. Aren't these the things that blow up when you hit them too many times? I think they are. Black magic. What do we use? Thunder or blizzard here? Hopefully that works. Use it on yourself. Oh yeah, they blow up if they get too big, I think. Ouch. And one more blizzard to take this thing out. Hillary Clinton No kidding. One of my athletes the other day was telling me, like, I looked up the amount of people that Hillary Clinton killed. Like, there are like so many people associated with her who have disappeared. And then I told him about Libya and about how Hillary did this intervention. They had no exit plan. They left Libya with no central government and turned it from one of the most prosperous countries in Africa to a country with an open air slave market. And then Hillary, when asked about it, she goes, we came, we saw, he died. You know, like, dude, is this not a comic book villain in real life? My athlete couldn't even believe it. They're like, she really did that? I'm like, yeah, and showed him the video. Oops, we need some potions now. We need to find a save sphere is what we need. I also have to pee. I had to pee earlier and I was gonna leave to do it, but then we got raided.
We'll defeat
Gotta show everybody, show all these new people what we're about.
Enough.
I only meant to...
Are you all right?
Lady Summoner?
Was Korea worse than
Yes,
Vietnam?
I am Yuna.
Hard to say. Comparable. Very
It
comparable.
is an honor, my lady. My name is Shalina.
They both had their
I am a
infrastructure
disciple of
destroyed,
Yevon.
What was all that about?
which makes a transition to
Crusaders
socialism
operation?
much more difficult.
You mean the one Gata and Luzu were talking about?
I heard they were to use forbidden machina. I had to stop them.
Huh?
Forbidden Machina?
The use of machina is strictly forbidden by the Yevon priesthood.
That's bad,
So
yeah?
see the
Let them use whatever they want. They still won't defeat sin.
But
so the
It's not
Crusaders are
about
trying to use
defeating sin.
Machina,
the teachings of
Machinery.
Yevon must be upheld.
but it's against the
Yeah,
religion.
Right.
And usually the only people who
You
use
don't
machines are the
understand.
Al-Bed, this
The
certain
Crusaders
specific
won't
race.
even listen to
We
me.
get an Al-Bed character
And
on
it's
our
all
team
because
later on.
I'm just a lowly acolyte.
Don't say that. Well, I haven't been a summoner for very long myself.
When do we
you
get
see.
Riku? I forgot about that.
Still, I can't put myself down every time I fail. People are depending on me. They're depending on both of us.
Yes.
When does Riku
Yes,
join?
you're
After
right,
the
my
High
lady.
Road and Mushroom Rock Roll,
Absolutely
Jose
right.
High Road. At the Jose Temple?
Thank you so much, Lady
Looks like.
Luna. Now, I feel I have the courage to finish my training.
The U.S. dropped more bombs on Korea than they did the whole Pacific theater of World War II, and dropped more tons on Vietnam than they did the whole of World War II. Both Vietnam and Korea still exist, so tell me how socialism has failed. Boom! Facts, Pashiko. Socialism has failed. Nah, socialism succeeded, even though you dropped tons and tons of Agent Orange and napalm and bombs on socialist countries just because they are socialist. America supports political freedom, though. Isn't that crazy? Like, my dad was telling me that. He's like, obviously, he grew up in the Cold War. He's like, it never really made sense to me. Like, wait, so these guys are trying to do their own economic system, and we need to drop bombs on them and go to war with them because of that? Why aren't they allowed to have their system? Like, we have our system, why can't they have theirs? Never really made sense. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense in the land of the free, you know, which is why they have to just use a plethora of lies
rest
to
here.
lie the country into every new intervention.
But this isn't
So
our bed shop.
disgusting. People like Hillary Clinton,
Is
I
that a
hope there's an
problem?
afterlife so they can like be
They don't
tortured
believe
for
in Yevon,
eternity
and
for what
Luca
they've
they-
done while on Earth.
They kidnapped
I'm sorry, but they've just killed so many and
Where were her
tortured so many.
guardians?
you. Oh.
Killed so many.
Sir Orin's just concerned about your health.
I'm not tired one
Yeah,
bit.
better dope. They are dope. No
Well,
spoilers,
I
Michael.
am.
Just kidding. I don't mind. I've also played this game like 20 times. Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laotian or Laotian, like from Laos. Children are still
As
born
if
to
I
this
could
day with
sleep.
birth defects from Agent Orange used in the jungle. Korea was just bombed super hard. Both evil acts by imperialists. Terrible. Terrible. And true. Alright, I'll be right back, y'all. I seriously have to pee. Give me like 5 seconds. You know, I'm gonna find a way to pee from my desk. I'm gonna run a tube from my toilet to here. Just kidding. I crack myself up. He's already got a room.
Mr. In's shops.
Do those things heal you? Do the save spheres heal you in this game? I hope they do. Got any weapons? This looks like an upgrade, isn't it? Look for Orin. He's got the katana right now. Alright, that looks like it was a good thing to do. But these pearl things, let's see, what do we have right now? What to do? That's not what I wanted. Buy some of these. Oh. I don't want these. It's Phoenix Downs. Doing a map. I also want a map. I already have one. Oh well, don't care. Worth it still. At the time, I basically thought anybody, including Trump, well, it can't get worse. Never forgetting. I'm lost in the sauce of this conversation. Every U.S. president is going to be in hell. You ain't wrong. If there is an afterlife.
I've heard that but I was very relieved to find.
See, so they talk about the Al-Bed like the Al-Bed are sacrilegious. What is this? Is there anything here that I need to grab? And if you get enough books, you can understand the Al-Bed language in this game. Oh, cutscene time. I better shut up. Look, it's not turning green. My patch worked.
Check it out.
I don't know if this is full motion video, actually.
That
Might
sunset
just be the
was
game.
different from the one I saw in Kilika. It was quiet, almost gentle.
It's not a full motion video, actually. So we don't know if my patch worked yet. The screen may be turning green at some point. Superior creativity of the Marxist thinker. Ah, yes.
Pretty.
Sure is.
I wish I could live in a place like this. Peaceful. Living with a smile on my face every day.
So, hey, I had to get a snack. Yeah, rated in earlier.
can, once you
Daily
beat sin,
educational,
right?
far left political streamer. Thank you, Zachap. Really, really, really appreciate that. Hope
But
you and your
then
fans enjoy
A new
the
sin will be born anyway.
politics,
Well, then
theory
you can just beat
lesson
it
plus
again.
video games.
I wish I could.
I don't know if you're in there. With
Hey,
Final
you
Fantasy
can.
X is one of the
Trust
top
me.
Final Fantasies.
You
Absolutely.
are the best summoner out there.
Thank you.
Yuna, why does sin always come back?
Thank you. I love FF10.
Sin is our punishment for our vanity.
Gotta
and
listen to
it
this
will not
religious
go away
commentary.
until we've atoned.
We must
How do we
atone.
do that?
How do we atone?
Mm.
What did we do that was so bad in the first place?
They're questioning the idea of original sin.
Was it using lots of machina or something? Oh, wait, was that such a bad thing, really?
It's funny.
They ate the forbidden fruit, and now they
Ever
are
since I
haunted
was
by
young,
sin,
I
and they
never
must
questioned
repent.
it. But now that you ask me if it is that bad or not, I don't know.
Questioning the ethics of her religion.
There are so many things I don't know.
Well, then we're the same. Oh, such thinking is very unbecoming of a summoner. Sound like Micah?
Praise
That's
be
not
to
very
Yevon.
nice, you know.
You know, during a game, you have to think of Blitz and nothing else.
There's been a lot of cutscenes in this episode, huh?
You can't think, that's a cute girl in the fifth seat from the right. And you can't be thinking about where you're going to go on that date, because the minute you do, that's when you lose. You see, Yuna, what I mean is, you really shouldn't worry, you know? After we beat sin, that's when you can worry about the future.
I guess.
But Yuna, how are you supposed to beat something big like that?
The final summoning. It's the only way to defeat sin. The only way. With it, we can call the final Aeon. That's the goal of the pilgrimage. The faith of the final summoning.
I'm ready to
lies
beat
waiting
this
far
chocobo
north
monster
for
up.
summoners that complete their pilgrimage. At the world's edge in Xanarkand.
Xanarkand.
In Xanarkand?
She means the ruins of a city destroyed 1,000 years ago.
Wow, the U.S. Agent Orange Korea, too? I didn't even know that, Jacob. I think people chalk up materialism to substance easily observable in the universe we inhabit. I don't think Marxist thought precludes things like paranormal events.
For yourself.
Some vids seem impossible to fake.
Come back inside.
Only if those paranormal events could be proven in some way. Because Marxism, I think, is pretty clear that humans themselves are material substance. You know, we're made up of the same kind of matter that the universe is made up in. So if like there's a paranormal thing that happens and it can't, there's no matter, there's no force, there's no physics involved that can be measured. I mean, materialism always leaves the possibility for that, but you know, it's kind of like, can you be Marxist and religious? You can, right? But ultimately, materialism is non-religious. Materialism believes in science as, you know, the creation story or whatever. But interesting topic to talk about. I think there's no material substance, there's just information. Well, I definitely don't think that. You think there's no material substance? It'd be wild. We live in a simulation. So this dude in the Middle East stomping around some abandoned storage place, unless the dude has a team of wire pullers or empty water tank, actually lifts, lurches at him straight. I'm lost in the chat. I think I'm lost with what you guys are talking about right now. Let's see if I can get anything from these guys. Ooh, the key sphere. You use it. Oh, I dismissed the tutorial. Oops, I didn't need to do that. I guess we're gonna take another nap. Alright. Need anything else? You guys gonna give us anything? No? Okay. Oh, who this?
Winter, sir.
Sorry?
Sorry.
Forgive me, sir. I meant to say pardon me, but it came out in El Bed.
In El Bed?
Oh, you're in Al Bed.
Mm-hmm. I am Rin, owner of this establishment. Hela du Sadwi.
Huh?
It means nice to meet you.
Ah, well, Heli do sad we.
Martin Luther King Jr. was against Marxism because of DM. What's
If you
DM?
are interested, El Bed
Dialectical
primers can be found
materialism?
all over
Oh, because it
Sphere.
was materialist.
Finding them and learning.
I'll
our
have to look up
language
what he
might
said
be
about
fun.
Marxism. I didn't know that, but I think Marxists should
Here,
embrace
let me give you
MLK
one
for
in
sure.
commemoration of our meeting.
Anthony
Although you
Montero
might
says
want to
that
be
to
careful
me. He
when you
changed the
speak
nation
our language.
in profound ways and created the possibility for unified struggle. When we got our first El Bed primer.
Yeah, I hear Al.
Created the possibility.
That's our cue.
Huh?
For
Oh, thank
Thank you for the mega potions. For unified struggle between workers of all different races, right? Because you can't have a unified struggle of the workers if the workers are segregated by the color of their skin. So MLK created the possibility for the struggle for socialism in this country. But I've never heard what he said about Marxism. I thought he was a socialist. He definitely was, but Marxism and dialectical materialism are a little bit different than socialism. I mean, socialism and communism wouldn't be popular without Marxism and the theory of dialectical materialism, or probably not, wouldn't be as popular as they are. But Marxism is scientific socialism and a specific method of investigation and a philosophy. And, you know, MLK might be what you call a utopian socialist. But I mean, his theory of nonviolence obviously isn't very Marxist. All right, let's kick this thing's ass. How do we do this here? Did he eat that chocobo? Let's have Titus first. I mean Stalin, sorry. Raise everyone's strength and defense. Then let's have Orin decrease this thing's attack. Then have Lulu hit it with Blizzard. Then have Titus hit it with, I don't know, the sword. Oh, geez, they're going to push us off a freaking cliff. Oh, I forgot about this part. Isn't there a... Can't you potentially fall off that cliff, actually? Pretty sure this guy actually just pushes you off. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Maybe he won't push me off. Those are some chunky arms. Yeah, this dude's got some pipes. You can tell this monster's been hitting the gym. Like Final Fantasy, I can show you how to set up a Final Fantasy 11 private server so you can play Final Fantasy with others at no monthly fee. That would be sweet, Left is Best. That would be so cool because I've wanted to play that game, Final Fantasy 11, because it's an MMO, but it's an MMO, so I don't know what servers to play. I don't know who to play it with, I guess, but If you could set it up for me, that'd be freaking cool. I'm about that action. So about that action. Yeah, just let me know. Let your boy know. Man. We pushed us back again, you bastard. Stop doing that. Boink. Should we switch in someone else? Switch in Yuna and hit him with a summon? Should we Thomas Sankara, come to our aid. The socialist leader of Burkina Faso has come to kick some butt. I like MLK, just interesting from his religious perspective, for sure. The nonviolence was necessary within the context and wasn't entirely nonviolent, especially in the later years. That's true. That's actually a good point. And then they, like, MLK started to be more like Malcolm X towards the end of his life. He started to recognize, you know, that you can't always be nonviolent, that you have to defend yourself sometimes because you're facing pieces of garbage who will use violence against you if it's convenient for them. The ruling class really sucks, and that's something you learn through struggle. But I feel like religion would just accept dialectical materialism. Like it accepted evolutionary theory. Yeah, that's true. Probably. Better beat them in the next round. Okay, offline, I'll show you how to set it up. Do you run Mac or PC? PC, yeah. That would be really cool. Thank you, man. I'm about that. This, oh. Some white magic attacks. All right, thank you, Thomas Sankara. You did what we needed. I'm proud of you. He was killed just like he was killed by the CIA in real life. Should I summon again? I feel like I should. Almost got this thing. Don't push me off. Oh. That boy pushed me off the cliff. What the heck do I do now? Ah!
Now I know I can count on you.
Give me a break. I just want... Like you did, Mutt.
It was your idea to...
Dang it. I wonder if you can possibly beat that.
Just stay awake.
Do you have to put it to sleep or something?
Thanks for the tip.
Because I feel like I was kind of like beating that thing up and it still knocked us off the cliff. I don't know. Maybe you can't beat it. Where'd that chocobo feather go? We get that? Chocobo! Make sure if you're enjoying the stream, if you're one of the new followers with us today, hit the bell or subscribe on Twitch or whatever so you can come back and join us for the next one. Do these streams pretty regularly. Like I said, we have our regular news politics streams with my buddies from the whole Midwestern Marx team. And then we do these streams pretty much every other day. Playing video games. I'll probably do at some point. I'll probably play through every Final Fantasy game. Now I know how to play 11, so we'll all get on a Final Fantasy 11 server, and that'll be awesome too. Whole squad. Get everyone from the Midwestern Marx chat into a Final Fantasy 11 server, and just do it. I don't think you can beat it. Oh, okay. Sankara lives. He does. In Final Fantasy X. Fire. Yeah, hit it. Seems set up as the storyline. Yeah, it does, for sure. Here's a private server I play. All right, sweet. I didn't realize how many hardcore Final Fantasy fans there were. I thought it was just me. We got people who play private servers, Final Fantasy 11. Got people who know the history of all the games. Y'all are some real fans. Hell. Kill that boy. What do I hit this thing with? Thunder, so that means I hit it with water, right? Yeah. Didn't hit that freaking thing. Why is it so fast? Kill it. Almost. This is the fastest little guy I've ever seen in my life. Boink. There he goes. Needed Waka in there. Quet is my username. Hit me up if you need some starting cash and help. Let me write that down. Do you have a Discord also, so I can left is best, so I can message you about the server? I've never actually played FF11 either. Seems fun, but Quets. I am about it. I love all things Final Fantasy. It's got a little Mars crest. All right. Let's upgrade here. Actually, let's heal him first. Let's go to our sphere grid. Power sphere. Heat sphere. Defense sphere. Sphere. Not spear. Power sphere. Not defense. I'm stupid. Tuna. Manosphere. Manosphere. Yes, this is definitely making us tougher, making us better. Getting a lot of good upgrades right now. My computer's fan is going crazy. It's getting kind of hot. I guess we've been going longer than we usually go. I'll call it a day at some point here soon-ish. Whenever we can find a save sphere. Who knows when that'll be. Ooh, we learned the ability to guard. All right, that's cool. Move over here. Use another. We gain the ability Jinx. I don't even know what that means. Oh, I could have unlocked the level 1 thing now for Kimari. Should I do that? Probably should, huh? Don't you would do good for me, my dear. Alright. Things happening for. Do you read for fun or is it all just theory? I used to read for fun. Unfortunately, now it's mostly theory, which I know is kind of lame. But I'm trying to think of the last book I read for fun. Dude, it's been a while. It's mostly theory. I used to read for fun, like I said. I've always been a reader, but now I just put it towards theory mostly. Like I'm so busy with homework and wrestling and streams, like there's not that much time for entertainment. And when I have time for entertainment, it's usually doing something like this, Final Fantasy. I usually don't have even the energy to read. How do I do this? All right, that was not as good as I wanted it to be. Yuna needs to use Cure. Kimari. Kill that boy. Did he kill it? Nope, not yet. Oh, peace, Yuna. Good effort. Yuna has no health right now. We need to get her HP up and get rid of this thing also. And this thing. And this thing. Blizzard. Eddie, I have to leave soon. It's my Easter. Oh, happy Easter. If I need to answer questions about being mod, we can do voice chat later. Okay, for sure. I don't know if I'll have time because I have to do an individual paper for school today. It's going to be a bitch. But I will, yeah, we'll touch base soon. I got you on Discord now, so I need to gotta cure someone around here. Cure myself. Ouch. She's literally gonna get freaking one-shotted. What's even the point of curing myself, huh? Get Orin in here. He's about to get an overdrive anyways. This is, what was this thing again? Under type. Oops, that was not the right thing to do. Ooh, Grand Summon. What's this thing? Hey, could you react to one of the TikToks I made about Parenti next on the regular stream? Yeah, I can do that. Communist Party here in Portugal is great. Unfortunately, they often try and pass proposals in Parliament that the parties to the right of the Democratic Socialists always reject. Seems like 1.5 million precarious workers are going to keep living in fear. The proposals are often very acceptable. Well, at least you guys have a Communist Party who's active and getting stuff done. You're further ahead in the class struggle than the U.S., where we have left-wing communism and infantile disorder, is the best way to describe it. Let's finish our sphere grid here for today. The speed sphere here. Get this manosphere, the manosphere, the sphere of men. Seems kind of sexist. Yuna's turn. Move. Here. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm picking up speed. I can use the sphere grid real quick. I'm a speed demon. I think V gives you more information. Okay. Should we play Blitzball before we leave? Hell no. Not today. All right, y'all. Well, that's probably it for this stream of Final Fantasy X. We made it out of Luca, or we made it through the high road. Now we're on the old road south. Next time we'll make it through this road and talk some more politics, talk some more Marxism, beat some more bad guys up. There's the guy, the merchant from the ship who we loaned money to. So thank you for joining us. News and politics stream and theory stream tomorrow, I'm assuming. Maybe I'll do another Final Fantasy X stream either tonight or tomorrow if I have the energy. Obviously, I love playing this game, so that's always an incentive to stream. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this, hit the bell. Subscribe on YouTube too. Subscribe to Eddie Ligersmith Gaming. That is the name of our YouTube where we stream this. The Midwestern Marks YouTube we keep exclusively for politics and theory, so there's no gaming videos up on there, but for more gaming videos, make sure to follow or subscribe to the Twitch and the YouTube, and then we also have patreon.com/midwesternmarks to support us. This week, if you become a $10 Patreon supporter or a $10 YouTube member, you're going to get Carlos's new book, Western Marxism, or the Purity Fetish and the Crisis of Western Marxism. We're all really, really excited about that at Midwestern Marx. So if you want the ebook, join our Patreon. Then you also get the Journal of American Socialist Studies. So it's two ebooks worth $10 each at least that you get for $10. right? So like a well over a $20 value for only $10. So yeah, follow us there and stuff. And other than that, I don't think I have much to say. So thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for helping us defeat all these fiends and defeat sin. Solidarity, comrades, as Jacob said. We will see you